I don't quite know how it's happened, but I have a free day today without the family. They have gone back to school and work. So here I am, and I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to Ely. I'm trying to pack all this into the smallest space possible because I really don't like carrying a lot of things when I'm on a location video shoot, and I tend to forget about things. So I'm quite thorough. I've got a list, and hopefully I don't forget anything. I am here, I have arrived, and it's such a beautiful sunny day. I'm so excited to go for a walk and explore a little bit. Now, you might have seen that I have been talking a lot about goals, not only here on my YouTube channel, but also on my social media. And you might be thinking, wow, this guy is obsessed with making goals. He's talking about goals. Yes, it's the new year, but 3 separate videos. Seriously, that is a lot of talk about goals. And yes, I love talking about goals. And there's a reason why I do. My wife is always talking to me about this. I am now really self-aware, and at one point I wasn't. And she asked, how did that happen? Because it seems that a lot of people around me, people that should be self-aware, aren't. And there's that social media meme that goes around saying that a high percentage of people aren't self-aware. And I'm not sure how you can prove that, if that is true at all. But it does look like that people go around making, doing stuff, living life, working, and they are not self-aware, which astonishes me. There's certainly not been one singular occasion that helped me realize I am not aware, and now I am aware. Some of it has come around because of conversations to do with my wife. My wife is wonderful, and many of those conversations have helped me realize that I need to change certain habits. Also, I am someone that likes to analyze for some reason, and I've analyzed myself. I often review what I've said, how I've done it, and at some point in my life that was too much. And it caused a season of anxiety and depression that's lasted all my adult life. But now I do it more in a balanced way. I look at why and how I do things, and I'm keen to learn and grow. And there's a push within me to do better every single year. I am driven because of that. And that really helps me become a better creative and a better artist. So I had an art tutor who reviewed my work and looked at my drawings, because I was particularly into drawing people, and I went into cafes and bars and drew lots of people. This was my first year at university. I sat down and he looked at them and he said, you know, these aren't that good. And it took me a moment to realize what he had said. And I realized, as he described why they weren't very good, that they weren't very good. So after realizing that the drawings that I'd been doing for most of my work in my first year sucked, I realized that I needed to be more analytical. I needed to look at the drawings more. I needed to do something that broke me out of the pattern of making something without really analyzing or looking at it. And so for me, that was a creative point of view that helped shift me, not completely, because I still made lots of those mistakes, and I still do. I'm not, free from those mistakes of not looking at my work creatively and with the right intentions. But it really opened my eyes to realize that I hadn't made it just because I was a fine artist. Talking about Girl Boss, this pose is incredible. Such a dramatic pose. Wow, love it. I thought this Lady Chapel would be free, or at least not have many people in it today. Perfect place to film and to talk. My voice is even echoing around, which is cool. So inspiring to read my goals for 2025 out in this place. Let's go, 5 goals. So next year, I'm going to be continuing my 365 project, which means a photo every day. And this project is going to be completely in black and white. You might have already seen on my Instagram, is all black and white. I really love black and white, and to see such lack of color is exciting for me. It means that I can experiment with black and whites, I can experiment with tones, and hopefully by the end of it, my black and white ability with photos just shoots through the roof because I've put so much effort into it. Now this is a stretch goal for me. Number 2 reels a day. And I will struggle to do this Saturday and Sunday. I wrote some reels and I'm looking at why and how and developing them, making sure the content's top quality, but I didn't manage to meet my goals. And I think that's okay for me to say out loud. It is a stretch goal. I filmed a reel today and I wrote and I planned some today as well. So hopefully there'll be some reels from today at least. 2 reels a day. I really feel that's going to help me talk in front of the camera, but also make short content, especially for TikTok and YouTube. I care so much about those platforms that I want to keep driving my content forward. So 2 reels a day. The 3rd creative goal for 2025 is this podcast here on YouTube. I love YouTube and I will keep on saying that. I watch so much YouTube, I enjoy so much content that I'm thankful that people create on this platform. I like making content, and for me, having a day off and going somewhere and recording and reflecting is really powerful and helpful. So I will be committed to making a podcast still every so often on YouTube. Number 4, for the longest time, I had a photography business where I did weddings and portraits, and that really has died off, and I miss it. And it's taught me so much in this time not to grow something, to just let things lie. I've still done photo shoots and I'm really grateful for the people that I've photographed. But in this year, I'm going to be relaunching my photography business, and I'm going to remake a website. I've got a website currently and it's going to be launched at some point, Jan, Feb, when I feel right. And I will be pushing my photography more because it's something that I'm great at and something that I can feel like I can still do. Number 5, I'm going to learn certain style of illustration. My favorite tool company has made some tools which I'm going to learn very well, and all my illustration is going to be with this certain style. It's going to be fun to do, and I'm excited again to learn this and to really push into this style. So those are my 5 goals for 2025. And if you watch my last episode, you will know that it's not beneficial for some people to set goals. But once again, I want to encourage those who want to share those goals publicly because their motivation is to get better, then do so at the end of this video. Because I want to create a community that looks at themselves and gets better, especially to do with art and creativity. Setting and achieving goals is really, really good for your life, and goals can really help you with that. So why don't you set 1 goal, and if it's appropriate for you to share it here, why don't you share it with us today? Thank you so much for watching this episode today. I have a really low goal of 100 subscribers. So if you liked this video, please give it a like, but subscribe to it. That would really make my day if you did. Again, I have a low goal, and I believe at some point I will hit it of 100 subscribers. So you will be helping me achieve that goal of just 100. I know it's so low, but YouTube can be tough when you start out. So please help me with that goal. See you later, Cathedral. Thanks. You've been beautiful today. The weather's been great as well.